What's good, YouTube, man? It's OG Drip, man. You're new to that channel, go ahead and press that subscribe button. Also, hit that bell and smash the thumbs up as well. And today, I want y'all to do something special for me, man. Also, try to watch this whole video. You feel me? And that's the least you could do. I understand if you say you're busy and whatnot, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They don't waste our time throughout life of sitting in school teaching us a whole bunch of stuff that don't even matter in life. So, if you had the time for that or even was forced to hear that, at least hear me out when I go through this, because you guys don't understand. Like, it takes work and it takes effort to try to do the videos that I'm doing, because I'm not just bringing y'all some stuff of what I think and none of that. I'm bringing you the actual proof and the actual facts with it. Sometimes it's hard to find facts to spirituality, so please applaud that and just give me your time and just listen to what I have to say, and as well, and you will get the understanding. So today's video is talking about the 7 chakras. See, when we say the 7 chakras, all of you are saying is the 7 planets. As you probably previously heard me say that on videos and stuff like that back in the past. But, you know what I'm saying, excuse that how I just said that too. But today, what I want to get into is how each chakra plays a role, or each planet plays a role. So when you think of the root chakra, you know that this is red, or you know that you hear the word root chakra, so you think about what the root chakra actually represents. This is your grounding. So this is also is aka known as Mars. So this will be your actions and your instincts based off of the actual life that's going on. So if you say for instance, if you stuck in a crisis situation, like boom, you gotta hurry up and get out of the way, hurry up and run and dodge a bullet, or whatever the situation may be, just say that it's a very extreme. You will have the availability to be able to get out of it. That lets you know that how strong your root chakra actually is. So when you catch people that has like a lack of root chakra, they're very hesitant. You know what I'm saying? They hesitate on everything. They don't know when to make a move. Their instincts is basically off. So when you start thinking about that, it's like saying that they could walk into things and get stuck into it, and where you may have dodged the bullet, I hate to say, they would be the ones that don't know how to move, and if they get hit, it will be direct on. Just saying, I don't mean to, you know what I'm saying, discourage nobody, but this is actual life. This is how life works, and we got to be real about it. So going to the next chakra up, we're gonna talk about this, the second chakra, which would be called the I don't even know how to say it, the sacral chakra or something like that. And you know, this is also known as the Venus. So when it started talking about that, we talking about the ability of how you enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people able to just enjoy life for what it is and able to just live on. And what I mean by that is, which is the opposite, so I'm going to go ahead and mention that as well, it's the opposite of this, is having this chakra blocked. It's basically, you're the type of person that you feel guilty, deeply hurt about things that you can't even necessarily change in the past. But even further, the relationships, it just, you feel like you're always hurt. You lack emotional support. And it's like you just, you know what I'm saying? It even comes to the fact that these will be the people that you see and they be like, oh, I wish I was never pregnant. Oh, I wish this never happened. I wish that never happened. They don't know how to take life for what it is and learn how to just go and grow from it. You know what I mean? So they make experiences out of nightmares. You get what I'm saying? So basically, they don't know how to face the demons of that or whatever. So this is it actually just like how you would see how you utilize Venus as in being like the love. So when you start thinking about the guilt and stuff like that, when it comes down to you'll have self-doubts. And also, this is like another thing. For some reason, it's like when you have a weak sacral chakra, it's like you be trying to manifest things that's like basically unrealistic, like things that just can't happen that way. Like if you want it to happen that way, it's gonna take a lot of effort. So in order that for like you know what I'm saying, your how I'm gonna say, like your emotion give off, like for your love for things, like it be different as I don't know what. So in order to, you know, make sure that you don't have those type of things going throughout life, try to keep in mind that you want to have a strong second chakra, because this will be the ones that be sitting there dogging themselves out. You know what I'm saying? And don't know how to take things in. So they always feel like, I don't deserve this. Why all this happening to me? This don't supposed to happen to me. This supposed to happen to everybody over there, but not me. This is when you will realize that chakra is weak. So I'm moving on. The third chakra is the solar plexus, aka the sun, the father. So when we start talking about the sun, this is our creativity. This is how we shine. So this is basically our ego. So you know what I'm saying? This is the way we make decisions and things like that. So we know how to keep things apart from making a decision just to keep yourself looking good. So you know how to shine, for instance. You know not to overshine and try to shine somebody else and get them blind. So this is the weak point of it. So if you have a weak third chakra, or I'm gonna just say a blockage in your third chakra, you will see that you make rational decisions just to shine. So this would be one of the people that knowing they don't supposed to do what they doing and they know they doing too much. Somebody what you would call a show out. You know what I'm saying? So when you say a show out, think about it. When you're showing out, you either showing out so you're shining out or however you want to look at it. So when you think about that, just think about the sun, or you think about the solar plexus not being lit, or not being, I'm not going to say lit, just having a blockage to it. So it is being not really utilized in the correct way, utilized in the complete opposite. So, you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to them just trying to hold an image, they would do anything. So these one of them people that you be looking like, now you know you lying about that. And you going to sit here and you going to just hold that lie. And you don't care. You ain't breaking it down to nobody. That is what you call a weak solar plexus. You know what I mean? And I'm just being straight up forward with y'all. I don't have time to be playing with nobody. This is the real spiritual world. We've been playing for too long. For too long. It's time to take over, and it's time to take back, and it's time to get our power back. We already got it. We just need to stand in place of that. So, moving on, man, to the fourth chakra. You know what I mean? When you talk about the fourth chakra, and as you can see, I'm looking here to make sure I keep up with my little notes or whatever. The fourth chakra is the heart chakra. So, anytime you think of the heart chakra, you think of the moon, which is the divine mother. So you already just explained the father. Now we explaining the mother. The mother is the moon. So the moon will be, basically your feelings and stuff like that. So when we start talking about the heart chakra and the moon, which is the same thing, it's just telling you that some people, you know what I'm saying, they know how to go on and they know how to let things go and not get stuck into their sadness, and not get stuck into their self-doubts, and not get stuck into too much of like, you know what I'm saying, like basically like stuck into their own emotions of just being like torn. So when you like I'm saying right now, when that's the weak point, when that chakra has blockage, you'll find yourself being stuck in sadness. Like you'll always be sad. Too many books on the bookshelf. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to get nothing out. You just keep building it in, just keep taking in more sadness, and at the end of the day, that could be very hurtful. So you know what I'm saying? That's not good for your heart, aka that's why it's the heart chakra. So when you start thinking about love, that's that simple. Venus represents love, and then you think about the heart chakra. It's there for us. It's just y'all. We had to map this out. We are the people from the past lives and stuff like that. It just came here to finish connecting the puzzles, to finish the jobs we had, and now we got it done. And that's what I'm here talking about. So moving on, man. Moving to the fifth chakra. The fifth chakra is the throat chakra. So when you think of the throat chakra, you think of expression. But you know what else goes on in this astrology that means expression or communication and stuff like that? Mercury. So this is how we communicate with one another. So this, when you have this, you will know how to look at a person, and even if they saying something wrong, you will know how to understand what they was getting at and be able to put more pieces to the puzzle. So this is where it comes down to even listening to me. Like if you're able to listen to me, that let me know right now you have a strong fifth chakra, aka throat chakra, because you understand how to communicate, how I'm communicating. You know what I mean? It don't matter where I'm from or whatever. You got the strong feeling for that. See, people that don't have this chakra, don't have this chakra lit all the way, which is blocked, or however you want to look at it. These are them people that, you know what I'm saying, they don't know how to communicate with people. So they may see a person looking like what's up, but they saying what's up in a good way, like, hey, come holler at me, come be my friend. And they may look at them like, oh, what's up? They want to fight, they want to do this, they want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's taking the whole body language wrong, taking the whole way of they saying something wrong. You know how some people, you be like, bro, that's not what they meant when they said it. And they be like, no, that's what they meant. That's what they meant. Those will be the type of person that has a blockage on their fifth chakra, which is aka they throat chakra or they Mercury. So you guys, I'm telling y'all, this all that makes sense, man. It all goes together. We just been taught different things, And when you start breaking down the 10 chakras, the only thing you got to do is add Lilith, or you could just add the True Node and Chiron and to the chart, and there you go. However you want to look at it, man. But either way, when we go down to, I'll say that for another video, but that's what I'm saying. So when we go down to the sixth chakra is the third eye chakra. So this is basically our vision of life. So this is our awareness of the future and the big possibilities that can happen. So when you have your open third eye chakra, you know, because which is AKA Saturn, because you know of what could come, and you know the stability of what's to be grounded. So it's like looking at it's like this is where we connect with our subconscious at, and this is like what we talk about, like when we say ancestry. You know what I mean? Because this is all the stuff that we learned throughout life, and we're trying to bring in. You know what I mean? So this is like how we looking at, okay, look at what they did in the past. You don't think they could do this in the future? These is those type of people that you'll find yourself like. So you'll be like, so you don't think that these people had as much power. You'll find yourself being that type of person when you communicating with people and stuff. Or when you just thinking to yourself, you will see how big the possibilities is in the world. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm just trying to wrap it up, y'all. I'm just trying to keep it short and not lose the attention span, and actually make sure y'all get the 7 chakras, aka the 7 planets. You know what I mean? So y'all can have it and see the tune in it. So when we talk about the 7th chakra, which is the final one, it's called the crown chakra. So y'all already know this sit at the top of your head, and where a crown will go. So when you think of your crown chakra, this will be when I be explaining when I say I receive data and stuff. The crown chakra is known as AKA Jupiter. So now when you think of Jupiter, that's our knowledge and wisdom. This is how you gain knowledge and wisdom, right? Jupiter. In astrology, that's all that means. So when you look at the chakra, it's literally the same exact thing. It's the way that we connect with our spirit guides. You know what I mean? So the more intact you have this chakra, the more you are able to utilize getting information from outside sources, even if it's from another realm of reality. So this is how we actually tap into the subconscious world too. So this is like falling right out to the 3rd chakra. That's why it's so close to it if you think about it as well. It's like it all got something to do with about finding out the truth. So when it comes down to this, also, if a person have a weak crown chakra, that means that'll be the religious people. Remember I was saying that in the past video? That's the religious people. You just tell them this God, and they'll run with it. They don't really care. They don't care to find out the truth about nothing. They just go along with it. So, man, I appreciate y'all, man, if y'all got through the end, the 7th chakra of this video, whatever. But, man, we're going to go deeper, and we're going to dive deeper, man. We're going to start talking about more different things. If y'all want me to do reactions anytime like that, anything like that, I meant, just let me know, man. I'm with it. And if you got questions, please ask in the comments, bro. I can promise you, I basically know everything. And if I don't, I will study it and will find it out. I can promise you that. That would be the Virgo kicking in me. You know what I mean? And see, the reason why I have to take notes is I'm finding out how to utilize my own energy more. See, I have my Mercury set in Virgo. So my throat chakra is based off of analytics. You hear that? See what I'm saying? That's one of the problems. So it's based off of whatever I study and different ways of being able to study. It helps me be able to communicate it out. You get what I'm saying? So the more sources I find, or the better wording I found in something, as long as I apply it and use it, it helped me utilize that energy. So it helped my Mercury go, which is kind of quick. So it helps me be quick with it. So sometimes you may hear me talking, and I may be speeding up, and that's just that Mercury, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that. So even when you think of Greek mythology, you think about Mercury, how quick he move. You know what I'm saying? Just the same thing, man. It's just communication. You know how they say words, well, sound is quick, you know. So, man, that's basically what I want to talk about, man. And just remember, this is also, when I was talking about the crown chakra, this is also where people be judgmental at. So when you see somebody that's so judgmental, it's because they don't understand. So they don't have a peace of mind, a.k.a., opening at their crown chakra. So it's freely flowing. So they don't have a free mind or a peace of mind. But, man, that's it, man. We're going to be trying to upload every day. Y'all let me know what videos y'all want to do. Until then, I'm just going to be going down each sign to try to do more astrology, to trying to get people to learn that. And so I'm going to do probably every video initially over in some type of format, but in a different way, so everybody will be able to understand it. Because I know some people understand this way and some people understand the other way. But, man, that's all I got to say, and I'm out. OG Drill.